Hello beautiful, welcome back to my channel. My name is Bettina and I'm a makeup enthusiast. In today's video I'm doing my update on my hashtag Team Project Pan 2020. This is my August update, so I'm here to tell you how I went in August with my products, whether I have any rollouts, whether I have any roll-ins. I'm going to follow my spreadsheet as per usual because that just seems like the easiest way, and that way I don't miss any products and all that jazz. And I just realized that I've already forgotten to bring products over here, so I am terrible at filming my updates. I always forget something, so I'm gonna go get those products that I've forgotten and I'll be back. Now we are ready to go. So starting off with primers. So I rolled this one in last month. This is my Cinema Secrets Ultimate Foundation Primer. I haven't even used this one this month. I have a number of primers on the go at the moment, and my other kind of pore filling primer I haven't finished yet, so I haven't like moved on to this one yet. That one is almost finished. I think I probably only have maybe like 1 or 2 days left with it, so I will definitely be using this in the next month. So next up is foundations, and for this one I had the L'Oreal Infallible 24-Hour Matte Foundation. I have this in the color Vanilla number 11, and I have completely finished this one up, so it is completely finished. I squeezed as much as I could out of this one. I really like this foundation. I don't currently have a backup of this one in my collection, but I do really like this foundation. I've always found it was a really good like match for my skin type. I have oily skin and my foundation breaks down around the, I want to say maybe like 5-hour mark. So this one I always found lasted quite a long time on me, so I enjoy it, and I think this is like my 3rd tube of this one, so I probably would repurchase this one at some point in the future, but only in the sales and only if it's still available. I'm not quite sure if this one is still available. To replace that one, I don't really want to do this, but I think I'm going to roll in 2 foundations to replace that one, purely because one of these I don't enjoy. So on days where I like want my foundation to look nice, I can wear the other one. So the first one is the Wet n Wild Photo Focus Foundation in Soft Ivory. This is the foundation with that stupid like little paddle spatula thing that you flop all over your face, and I don't like it. Don't love this foundation. It smells rank. Mine has smelled weird like ever since the day that I got it, so I don't think it's like gone bad or anything, but it's not a pleasant smelling foundation, and this guy doesn't play well with others. So I've found over the past month of like testing out which foundation I want to roll in, I've found over the last month that this guy doesn't like mix well with pore filling primers, and it doesn't mix well with my Sharp tape all that well. So this is going to be probably one that I will, I don't know, maybe only use like for half of the month, or maybe only use when I wear foundation to work or something like that. So starting weight on this guy is 125.43 grams. And then the other one that I'm rolling in, which is the foundation, no, I'm wearing this foundation today actually, but this is one that I've been really enjoying. It mixes well with like pore filling primers, it mixes well with illuminating primers, so I think it's a good like all-rounder for me to roll in. And this is the L'Oreal True Match Foundation. I have the color 2N Vanilla. So the True Match weighs in at 103.63 grams. The next one is my Tarte Shape Tape. Now, I actually took the stopper out of this. I think this past week it was not easy to get the stopper out, but I did manage to get it out, and I only have like, I have a fair bit of product built up on the doe foot, and then there's a little bit around the sides, but there's a fairly decent amount pulled down the bottom here. So I think it's, like I've said, I think it might be another couple more months with this one before I completely have it finished, but I do see the end. The end is near with this one, so I'm getting really excited. So last month it weighed in at 22.28 grams, and now it weighs in at 20.07 grams. So I've used 2.21 grams, which is fantastic. I hate the Tarte Shape Tape. It is absolute shit. It's a terrible terrible concealer. Next up we have powders, and for powders I was using the Linda Howberry Infinity Filter Loose Setting Powder, and I managed to completely finish this one up. I actually finished this one only just yesterday. Really happy with that. I really enjoy this powder. I will say it's a little bit more difficult to get, and it is only a 9-gram tub, and it is quite pricey, I think, for a tub that's only 9 grams of a loose powder compared to other loose powders that I can get in Australia at the moment. I think price comparison, this one is pretty expensive when you break it down to like costs per gram. To roll in and replace this guy, I am being extremely ambitious, and I am rolling in my brand new Fenty Pro Filter setting powder in the color Butter. I'm actually wearing this on my face today, and so far I quite like it, but this tub is 28 grams, so I will definitely be working on this one and probably until the end of the year, if not maybe into next year. That's how long I think it's going to take me to get through this. Loose powders traditionally take a while to get through, and especially when they are 28 grams of loose powder, this one's going to take me a while to get through. But I'm excited to use it. I'm excited to try it. Today was actually the first time I've worn this on my skin, and so far, like I said, I'm enjoying it. And I will say, this is currently the only powder that I have in my collection. So the starting weight of this one, oh, she is hefty. It is 144.34 grams. The next ones are setting sprays. Last month I finished the month with 2 setting sprays, one that I was almost finished and one that I was rolling in because I knew I would finish this one. So the first one is the Smashbox and Hood Witch Aurora Shield Primer Water in the Clary Sage and Tea scent. I think I finished this like the next day when I did my makeup after last check-in. So if I just waited like 1 or 2 more days, I would have totally had this one done, but that's fine. This one is completely empty, and I'm really sad to see it go because this is one of my favorite scents in the primer waters from Smashbox. I really like the primer waters. I think that they're a really good like setting spray. It's not a setting spray though, it's more as like a finishing spray, and for me, a oily mess that over powders too much, the finishing sprays I find really help and like make my skin and makeup not look so cakey. Last month I rolled in my mini of the MAC Fix Plus setting spray in the pineapple scent because I knew that I was going to finish up the Smashbox one, and I haven't managed to use this one up. I have like this much left, so I think that I'll probably have this one finished maybe within a week, maybe a week and a half. Next was my eyeshadow primer, and last month I rolled in my Benefit Ka-Brow like eyebrow highlighting crayon pencil thingo, and I think I've used probably about half of this. I've sharpened it down now. The reason why I've managed to use up so much of this is because the product inside the pencil is quite firm, so I have to like warm it up on the back of my hand, and then I use my finger and take it off the back of my hand and then apply it to my eyes rather than like rubbing it on my eyes, because I find it so firm. I find if I put it right on my eyelids, it tugs quite a lot and it just gets really uncomfortable and not good for the skin around my eyes. When, you know, aging skin, you don't want to be tugging at it too much. So I try and avoid tugging around my under eyes as much as I can. But that's why I've managed to use up so much of this so quickly. And I think if I continue with that use, I probably maybe like 1.5 months and I'll have this one completely finished. It's a pain in the butt to sharpen this because it doesn't fit exactly in my sharpeners. I have a like lip liner or eyeliner sharpener that's too small, but then I have like a chubby stick sharpener which is like the size of my Smashbox, which is these ones, like the size of the Smashbox pencils, and it's too big. And then my large one, which is for like the size of, I don't know, something thicker, slightly thicker, like the NYX the NYX Eye Base Eye Crayons is slightly thicker again than the Smashbox pencils, and it's way too big. So this one is really annoying to try and sharpen because I don't really have a sharpener that is the right size for it. It's just that awkward in between. Oh, next is my Benefit Brow. Oh my gosh, this is such an embarrassment, this product. I think my goal is to maybe try and hit pan in like one spot by the end of the year. I feel like that's possible. Definitely completely using it up is really not possible at all, but I feel like I could easily work it down in like one spot and hit pan in one spot by the end of the year. Maybe that'll be my new goal. But this is what we're looking like now. I'm wearing down, where is it? I'm wearing down this bottom half at the moment, and yeah, we're getting there very slowly. At the moment, I'm not totally loving this product because I do feel like it gives me a bit of a Sharpie brow look if I'm not careful, but I am enjoying the like fuller brow look at the moment. So the past couple of days I've been pairing this with like brow pencils, so that I use the brow pencils to give me like that kind of feather effect, and then I fill in areas where I have gaps in my eyebrow hairs or something like that with this product. So I haven't been using this one as much like the last week, but I'm still using it. I'm still trying to at least use it a little bit when I do my brows. And for work, I just use this for work because, like I said, I couldn't give a crap about how my makeup looks at work, to be brutally honest. So, oh, we better weigh that one. We better weigh it. So 28.6 grams was the last weigh in, and now we're at 28.48 grams. So I'm still using it. As always, this one continues to be a very slow and a very, very steady race. My lip liners, and I think my goal for this past month was to use these ones like twice each. And I think I used this one twice, which is the nudie one. It's like almost due for another sharpen actually. And then both of these, I think I've only used them once. So we're still failing on the lip liner front, but like I'm just gonna keep these in. I'm gonna keep plodding along with them. I think I might roll that goal over again to try and use these twice this month again, and I'll give these a little sharpen and see if we can do something new with them. I don't know, find something else to pair them with. I don't know. I don't know. I'm just gonna hope that these are at least done by the end of the year. So that's how those are going. My nail polishes, I think I painted my nails maybe twice this past month. Oh, actually, my clear base coat does look like it has dropped a bit. I will say. My base coat has dropped a tiny little bit. I don't know whether you're going to be able to see because the camera's probably not going to focus. It's just too bright. It has dropped a little bit. Like I said, I think I've painted my nails twice this past month. I definitely don't think I'm going to have this one finished by the end of the month. I definitely don't think I'm going to have this one finished by the end of the year. But we're going to continue to track our progress. And like I've said previously, I want to use 4 nail products up this year, and I'm only at 2 at the moment. So I still have another 2 to go. So I really need to pull my finger out and actually use them and paint my nails. The base coat weighed in at 46.43 grams last month, and now it weighs in at 46.29 grams. Next is the top coat, and as I said, I feel like the top coat has dropped in level a little bit. You can actually see like a gap between the black line and the level of the top coat. This one weighed in at 40.92 grams last month, and now it weighs in at 40.39 grams. And then the next one is my color, and it is the color Essie Stylenomics. It's like a really deep, like bluey, greeny, blacky color. Yeah, I haven't used this one much either. I think I only painted my nails. Oh, I think I painted my fingernails and my toenails. I painted my toenails once, and I think I painted my fingernails twice with this. So we'll see how much it dropped by. Last month was 27.21 grams, and this month is 26.82 grams. I've used 0.39 of a gram, which is pretty good, I think, pretty good. And then the last one is my Sally Hansen Natural Nail Growth Revitalizer. This one last month was 49.08 grams and now it weighs in at 49.01 grams. So I haven't used this one very much. This one is super liquidy. It's like almost the consistency of water. That's why I don't use this one a whole heap, because it is super thin. It's a super thin consistency. But if I actually put this one back next to my bed, I might use it more than I have been. So that's where this guy is going. This guy is going straight back next to my bed when I finish this update. Moving on to perfumes. Now this last month was the first month that I totally focused on this perfume, and this is the Burberry Body Eau de Parfum. And this month I think I've used get rid of that dog hair. This month I've used, I want to say, like just under half of the bottle, if you look at that. So I think I can very well have this one done maybe by the next update or just after that. This one weighed in at 222.59 grams last month, and now it weighs in at 213.27 grams, which means I've used like 19 grams of this, which is pretty good. Pretty good. And the last few items are hair care items, and I feel very proud of myself with how I've gone with my hair care items this past month. First one is the Trouble product, and that is my Tresemme Heat Tamer Protective Spray, and I've actually been using this, like, shocker, I know, but I've been using this after I wash my hair. So after I wash my hair, I usually wash my hair over night time, and I usually like wash it just before I go to bed. So I spray a bit of this in, and I think it's like a curl serum in my hair, and then I blow dry it, and then I have heat styled my hair, I think like once or twice this past month. So I used it just before I like went in with my hair straightener. So I have used it a little bit. Last month was 238.46 grams, and now it weighs in at 221.24 grams. So I've used like 17 grams of this product, which I am super proud of myself for. Like I've said previously, I want to try and use up 5 hair care products, not including dry shampoos, but I think the way I'm going, I'm gonna have to include dry shampoos in that total. If I can get, because I've only used up, I've used up 2 other non-dry shampoo products this year. This would make 3, probably try and use up another 2 before the end of the year. Maybe. I don't think that's possible, but maybe if they're like smaller sizes, I might be able to get them used up. But I would really like to, my goal was to like get rid of all my dry shampoos, like my aerosol dry shampoos out of my collection, and use up 5 other hair care items. But I don't think I'm going to get all my 5 hair care items used up the rate I'm going. And then my last product is my Shurima Dry Shampoo. I thought that I would have this one finished by this update, but I didn't get it done, but I think I'm getting pretty close. Last month was 64.96 grams, and now it weighs in at 52.88 grams. So I used another 3 products up this past month. Let me proudly display them for you. So I used up another 3 products this month. The powder I'm super proud of, and the foundation I'm super proud of as well. You guys know I power through setting sprays like there's no tomorrow. Setting sprays, finishing sprays, all of that. I power through them like there's no tomorrow because I really, really enjoy using them. I forgot to update you on my Mally Pore Defender. Okay, I definitely did use this. Oh, wait, no. Yes, I definitely did use this. So last month my Mally Pore Defender weighed in at 104.14 grams, and now it weighs in 104.07 grams. I only used it a little bit. I only used 0.05 of a gram. Only used it a tiny little bit, but I'm still going to count it as a win nonetheless. I have so many like pore filling primers at the moment in, like I've got the Cinema Secrets one, and I have the Makeup Forever one in another project that I was like, I don't really want to use this one. So I totally forgot about using this one this past month, but I'll see if I can use it a few more times in September, and we'll just keep plodding away at it. but I would like to have it done by the end of the year, definitely. So that's my update on my hashtag Team Project Pan 2020 for August. Let me know down in the comments box how you're going on any of the products that you're focusing on. If you did enjoy this update and you enjoy my content, then I hope you'll consider subscribing down below. And if you are interested, you can also join the membership down below as well. Massive shout out of appreciation to my members that have already joined and are supporting me. If you did enjoy this video, make sure you give it a big thumbs up. Yeah, that's it for this video. I hope that you are staying safe and healthy, and most importantly, looking after yourself, and I will see you in the next video. Goodbye.